You know that feeling when you splurge on a cheap resistance band set, only to have it snap mid-rep or lose its tension after a week? I've been there, and the regret that follows makes me double-check every fitness gadget before it lands in my living room. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Today we're looking at the AEKE One Smart Home Gym System, basically a compact, AI-driven workout hub that promises to be smarter than the bargain gear that usually lets you down. Let's see if it actually feels like a smarter buy or just another gizmo that looks good on paper. First off, the biggest hurdle for most people is space. My apartment is a one-bedroom with a tiny balcony that doubles as a yoga spot, so any full-body equipment has to fold away or disappear when guests come over. The K1 comes in a single, rectangular box that you can slot under a couch or store in a closet. Setting it up takes about 5 minutes. You pull out the frame, attach the resistance bands, snap on the yoga mat, and slide the extender belt into place. There's no need for bolts or a wall mount, which means you can move it from the living room to a hotel room without a handyman. That kind of portability is the real value proposition. If you've ever tried to wrestle a bulky dumbbell rack into a rental, you'll appreciate it. Now, what makes the K1 feel smart isn't just the sleek look, it's the AI coach built into the companion app. After you log a quick profile, your height, weight, fitness goals, and how many days a week you plan to train, the AI generates a weekly plan that mixes strength, cardio, and flexibility. During a session, the sensors in the frame detect how fast you're moving and whether you're hitting the target range of motion. If you start to slack off, the app vibrates and suggests you add a few more reps or tighten the resistance. I tried it with a 30-minute total body circuit, and the feedback was immediate enough to feel like a personal trainer nudging you without the high price tag. The resistance itself is adjustable via a dial on the side. You can crank it up for a leg press equivalent or dial it down for a gentle core activation. What I liked is that the system isn't a one-size-fits-all band stack. The AI actually recommends a resistance level based on your previous performance. For a beginner who's just getting into bodyweight moves, the K1 kept the load low enough to maintain proper form, while my partner who's used to a squat rack pushed the dial to the maximum, and the bands still felt challenging. That kind of tailored resistance is rare in a compact home gym, and it saves you from buying separate bands for each skill level. Of course, no device is perfect. The biggest practical downside I ran into was the reliance on a stable internet connection. The AI coach needs to pull data from the cloud to analyze your form in real time, and if your Wi-Fi drops, the app defaults to a basic timer mode with no feedback. In a house where the router lives in the basement, you might find a few dead zones where the system won't sync. It's not a deal-breaker if you can position the router nearby, but it does add a hidden trade-off. The gym works best in a connected space, not a cabin off-grid. Battery life is another point worth mentioning. The K1 sensors and the small display run off a rechargeable lithium-ion pack that the manufacturer says lasts about 12 hours of continuous use. In practice, a typical 45-minute workout drains roughly 1,015%, so you can easily get a week's worth of sessions between charges. However, the charger is a proprietary USB-C cable that's tucked away in the box, and if you lose it, you'll have to hunt down a replacement. Not a huge issue, but something to keep in mind if you travel often. Who should consider buying the K1? If you're a busy professional who wants a full-body workout without committing to a full-size home gym, the K1 checks a lot of boxes. It's also a solid pick for people who are comfortable using a smartphone as a coaching tool and don't mind a little tech troubleshooting. Families with kids who need a safe, low-impact way to stay active can benefit from the adjustable resistance and the built-in yoga mat. No heavy plates to worry about. On the flip side, if you're a powerlifter who needs heavy barbell work or someone who prefers analog training without any app involvement, the K1 will feel limiting. Likewise, if your internet is spotty or you're looking for a completely standalone piece of equipment, you might be better off with a traditional resistance band set. From a value standpoint, the price point lands somewhere between a premium yoga kit and a low-end smart trainer. What you're really paying for is the AI coaching layer and the convenience of an all-in-one package. If you compare that to buying a separate AI